installing a new air strut on a 01 S430 S-Class. Look at this one I got here, and it actually is new. You would think, and it is actually new. Bought one on eBay, 230 for a pair. Right side was great, but left side started leaking. Tried to do everything to fix this thing. Put some sealant on it, it wouldn't work. Literally, it took me a while to figure it out because I actually discounted, completely ruled out the possibility that a brand new strut would leak. So I checked everything. Then I went ahead and went backwards, used the whole soap and water trick, and it was leaking right here, 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 all right here. And so anyway, we got one, and you know, there was a warranty. And of course, as soon as I inquired about the warranty, this seller joined the witness protection program. You ever had that happen? Well, it happened to me. So I'm going to be installing this today. We'll get straight at it. It's pretty simple. Go ahead and knock these out. Take out the airline. You'll go ahead and also you'll remove this little screw here, right? You'll take off this arm, the upper arm. From there, you just pull up. Well, of course, you want to make sure that you remove this, the connection to it as well, because that's attached to this right here. You know, it goes straight to the strut. Once you do that, you'll pull up because it's seated in this boot. But you just got to pull up. It'll come out. Since this arm here will kind of come out of the way, you'll be able to just pull out and you'll get it done. So we'll do that now and show you what we got. Meter wrench. Just go ahead and remove that. I did a little bit already. Take that air off. 13 millimeter closed end. Oops, wrong way. I love these ratchet wrenches. Things are awesome. Want to be equal opportunity screwer. Break it. Last but not least, all right, gonna knock this out right back. I got these on jacks. I have a lift, so it works out a lot easier, but you need to get these on jacks before you do the deal. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this upper arm bolt off here, 17 mil. Gonna go ahead and use a breaker bar to break it off so I can preserve my ratchet. Now I'm not gonna take it off all the way. Just gonna leave it there. Now I'm gonna use my specialty tool. I think they call this a fork. Now you got to be careful with this because when you do this, sometimes you bust the ball joints, but the fork pretty much just separates the arm from the ball joint, or sorry, the arm from this knuckle, I suppose you could say. Top piece in all the up. It's pretty easy to get in. You just simply shimmy, and bam, you're underneath. Make sure you're all in all the way. See, you're there underneath. Not cutting into any of that bag, the rubber part at all. And then just simply tighten my hand. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna get my wrench instead. Grab my wrench. You're gonna use, can't find my ratchet wrench. So I'm stuck with a normal old wrench until it pops. This is why I like ratchet wrenches. Just gonna keep going until you hear the pop. I thought that was it. These things are held on pretty tight. There we go. You can never get used to that. It's like a bomb. Anyway, at this point, you release. But this sure beats it. I used to do it the other way, and boy, it was a pain in the you know what. But just release. And notice the boot. Yeah, boot's still intact, you know. Yep. Well, yeah, for the most part. Okay, so now just go ahead and remove the nut. Give me 17. Yes, can't do it by hand yet. Let's see if we can do it by hand now. Nope. Still cannot. Just like that. Set the nut down. Now, this just, before you go on, you want to go ahead and release these. The white stuff there, that's lithium grease, by the way. I was trying to put it back together. I recently changed the speed sensors, as well as all the speed sensors, because I wasn't sure exactly what the problem was. And that's the next thing I'm going to share with you guys. Next thing that's a problem for most people is that little clip right there. And I'm gonna show you a trick that made it really easy. And it's simply using a dental pick. It's part for most folks. You end up breaking stuff because you just don't know. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but I heard someone say recently in a comment they made, there's over-engineered and then there's Mercedes. So I'm gonna zoom in here. That pin right here. Let me zoom out a little bit, give you a little better. Okay, it's a little better. So this little clip, you gotta press down. So you gotta keep it pressed down with, I'm using a dental pick, just a, normal dental pick. I suppose you could use a screwdriver or any curved pliers, that works too, but, so I'm gonna watch. I'm just gonna, it kind of goes down. See how it goes down? Up, down. See how it goes down? Up, down. While it's pressed down, you're gonna get a screwdriver, a long one, that's gonna be like positioned right here, and it's gonna wedge against that while it's pressed down. It's like that. See, I already pressed it down so it's loose, and it just comes out. It's real easy. So that's how you do it. Once you take that out, remove the strut, and you're good. So let's do that. Okay. Now these simply just separate, like they're not connected in any special way. You can do it with one hand, right? So this is the speed sensor, and this is the air strut. So at this point, now that this little Torx here is removed, I didn't go through that because I already did that. You should see the hole there. All you'll do is just simply pull up, and she should come out. I think I'm gonna need two hands for this one, buddy. So give me a second. I gotta release the tension. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. I need the Hulk to come help me here. Okay. Yep, only two hands. I got that little Torx there, but I forgot that there's one on the opposite side. Now, in order to get to the one that's in there, you actually have to take this little piece off. To do that, use a T25, and you just go underneath. Let's see if I can reach that. So you literally get that underneath there, that little piece. Get that off. That little plastic covering comes off so you can have a straight shot at it. Then you can have a straight shot at the other piece. There she is. Right here. Remove this. So it just pulls down and out. Like so. Well, that'll be extra because this thing is done for anyway. Now I have a straight shot at the culprit. Now this is a little bigger. I think this one is 30, so let's see. Yeah, it's a 30. It's a little tight, which it should be, because you should put some Loctite in it when you're putting it back. Because you got to remove it in order to put it in. Alright. You know, it'd also work if you had a T30 ratchet or a drill. I used a ratchet last time instead of a T-handle. But I thought I'd just try a T-handle, see what I like better, and yeah, it's definitely a ratchet. It just takes forever. Let's see if I can do it by hand. Yeah, I can do that by hand now. Alright, that's what it looks like. So T30 here, T25 up there. Now, I should be able to take this off. It will come off. I'm gonna go ahead and lower this a little bit and then pull it off so I can get more trouble pulling it out. Just use a little crowbar and hammer. Just got underneath it and hammered it out. So there you see it's separated now. So it wasn't my strength, and it just comes out. There we go. There's the old one. All right, rest in peace. Now for the new one. I literally had to pull on the knuckle with one hand. So I pulled it with my right hand while I used my left hand to try to get it underneath this. Because underneath this is a little, kind of like a spindle, and it kind of spins. But once it gets in there, bam, it just kind of sticks in there. So you make sure that these little are out so that now you can tighten them now that it's in. And one thing I didn't do last time that I'm glad I did this time, the brake line goes around, meaning on the right side of the knuckle, not on the left, because I noticed on the left side it was kind of cutting it off. When I was trying to take it out, it was restricting it, literally pulling it. So just remember that. So when you're putting in to the left, I put it into the right last time, which if you consider that puts this in the back. So now all I gotta do, I'm gonna go ahead and connect these bad boys here. Remember, those are T30s. Use my hand. Once I use my T30 to get these bad boys, I'm gonna use a ratchet this time. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the, put this piece back on there. Get it carried away, gotta use some Loctite on the top here. I gotta use a bunch, just a little works. But gotta get this on. So come on. Oh, there we go. It rains, of course, huh? It's quite a bit. You don't need a bunch. Oops. Just trying to prevent that, but so be it. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get her on. I'm gonna go ahead and get this Loctite off while I can, because I know it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So I'll remember, I'll pause on that one. Wipe my hands off. If I don't get that Loctite off that nut, imagine trying to put a ratchet on it in the future. It won't be pretty. So go ahead and wipe this off. Let's see what I got around here. I know I have a paper towel. just got my toolbox and I got to clean this garage, but let's wipe this off. And we're done. All right, 13 mil. Let's get on it. I want to seat this first, or get it up first before I tighten the bottoms, so I can make sure it's being tight in the right spot. Very important. Okay. Back's the only thing lagging. I'll torque it later. Right now, I'm just gonna get it tight. Evenly. That's pretty good. This one's lacking. There it is, right there. This one's lacking. There it is, right there. Now we're good there. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. And you'll notice that when you're putting it in, it looks there, you got a little bit of a gap here. Don't be worried. Just keep going, and all of a sudden it'll just kind of stiffen. And you'll see that the gap starts getting smaller and smaller. Did both sides, and now I went ahead and pulled the arm, pull the knuckle together. Just go ahead and tighten these, and voila. Which is this one. That's the old one. You should just take it out, easy. You'll just get a screwdriver. You'll kind of separate this a little bit, pull it out, and the old fitting literally just pull that out. It might be a little tough because some of these jagged edges, but what you'll do, if you have that, all you do is just simply get a knife, cut that, and you may have to widen, make the tube circular, and just put the new one in. You'll be done. And of course, just screw it in. Replace the strut, folks. Make sure you torque this down to 20 Newton meters, and you're good to go. That's about, what is that? Yeah, about 20 Newton meters. What is that, foot torque pounds? I can't tell. Anyway, hey, if this is helpful, guys, shoot the like, share some comments, tips you got, but that's it, guys. Magnificent signing out.